Fred, lovely to meet you. Now, you're the host sponsor here for the TM Forum
Yes.
live event in Singapore. You're in fact a cloud-based operator. What's the mission for sponsoring this event?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say how pleased we are and how proud we are to be the host sponsor at this event. It's fantastic for us and recognition of how far we've come in the short space of time we've been operating. As you know, yes, we are a cloud-based telco. We operate in 4 countries: Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, and New Zealand. And the main focus of being represented at TMF is that we have developed what we believe to be our differentiator in the market, our own in-house developed in Singapore telco standards-based IT stack, OSS, BSS, which we believe is fundamentally changing the economics of how operators can go to market quickly and save money, speed, agility, and be able to focus on what they really need to focus on.
Yeah, what sort of operator is it aimed at? What would it work for?
Well, in terms of our platform, so obviously it's aimed at ourselves, our own 4 operating companies, and as we expand through the region, the same platform will be used as a centralized platform in the cloud, which will enable us to quickly deploy and expand regionally. But for external companies, it's basically there potentially as either a franchise model or as something they can buy with a licensing arrangement as normal. And we believe that it's very exciting for potential new players in the industry and that they can quickly leverage from our cloud-based platform. Obviously, they need to set up their local operations, so we can spin up an instance very quickly, do some configuration. Obviously, there's some local integration that would be required, but a potential new player can be up and running, and we've proven this already very, very quickly, and I'm talking days and weeks rather than months.
Okay, and your own background is in fact with some major players in the same space. So how do you compare yourselves, and why did you join MyRepublic?
Yes, well, this was very exciting for me because I spent a lot of time in the industry with big players and realized that digital transformations and the problems that the large service providers had in terms of years of spaghetti code really were hindering the advancement and the evolution of the industry as we know it. What excited me about MyRepublic was our own in-house developed stack, no legacy, fully standards-based, so following TMF frameworks, a very, very smart bunch of guys, to basically fundamentally change that dynamic. So I guess over the years I could see so many failed implementations, so many promises that weren't fully met, and I felt the industry needed almost to start again. So that's what we've done. We've started again. We call ourselves a platform company. I hate to sort of use the word telco almost, but that's what we are. We're a telco in the cloud, but it's really our platform in the cloud, and it's more than just the OSS, BSS layer. It's the operations and support. It's the go-to-market. It's the product platform. So it's all there, and it can all be dropped down, spin up an instance, make local configurations, and can really bring speed and flexibility to new players in the market.
What about scalability? What about what sized operator will it work for?
Well, I mean, initially we'll probably start at the smaller end, just purely because we're going to aim at the kind of new players. And in fact, we've signed recently to 2 pieces of business with what you would call non-traditional telcos. So what we're seeing across the region and the world, an operator, for example, on the island of Borneo, has leveraged a JV with a local power company, and they want to provide, on top of their existing services, basic internet connectivity services. Now, rather than build a whole telco from scratch, they can franchise our model or buy our software, and it can sit alongside their existing operators, and they can go to market quickly. So I think we'll start with the tier, the non-traditional telcos, the tier 2, tier 3s, but then as it evolves and this grows bigger, I don't see any reason why we can't challenge the big, the big technology companies in the tier 1 telcos eventually.
Okay, well, it sounds very exciting, Fred.
Yes, it's very exciting, yes.
Well, thanks again, nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you.